Today I'm going to show you how to make a smiling broccoli. Create a new document that's 1000 by 1000 pixels. Create. First of all, I'm going to show you how you can import a picture to put on the corner of your page to use for a reference. We're going to put an actual photograph of a broccoli that you can find with a Google search. Here's my broccoli. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to put it up in the corner. And I have something to look at when I make my broccoli. So when I look at the top of the broccoli, the flower part, it looks like it's made up of circles. So I'm going to try to build a broccoli flower type shape with the ellipse tool. Okay, so I'm going to first choose my fill color. I know I want some kind of a green, but I don't want this light bright green. I want something a little darker, like maybe this green. And if I click up here in this window, I can click on different shades of green and find the one that I like the best. I think something like that would be good. Now I'm going to make an ellipse for the very back part of the broccoli flower. There's one. Same color. Kind of like here. And if I push down on the space bar, it can make me able to move that circle around till I get it to the place like that. Okay, click off it, click on the ellipse again, another circle, space bar, move it to just where I want it, maybe there, click off, click on the ellipse tool again. I'm going to make kind of oval and hard. Hold the space bar, move it where I want it. That's about where I want it. Click off. This tool again to select it. And I'm going to draw one more, just like that last one. Space bar to I want it. Okay, that looks like a nice broccoli flower to me. Now, let's take all those different ellipses and turn them into one unified shape. We have the pointer tool selected, and we're going to just drag a box around all of those to select them all. Then we're going to go use our compound shape tool. We're going to do union, and they're all going to become one compound shape. Okay, great. Next step is to make the stem of the broccoli. We will do that with a rectangle tool. And let's choose the fill first. We know we want a green, and this time I think I want a little bit lighter color. Something like that would be good. So first I'm going to make kind of a boxy part at the bottom. And I'm going to zoom in with Command plus so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, click off. Choose the rectangle tool again. And I'm going to make 3 rectangles to be stem branches. This. One. Rectangle tool again. This one's going to form its own layer. Oops, don't choose that. Choose your rectangle tool, and you can do it right on top of here. It will go on its own layer. Let's do that again. Click off. Choose the rectangle tool. Third one. Okay, now we need to rotate these outside ones and move them a little bit. This one, this ball at the top. See the two arrows for rotate? Click there and just drag it so it's in the position that you want. Move it over. Yeah, it's fine. Now we're going to do the same thing with selecting with our pointer tool all four of those shapes, but we don't want to get the top part, just the stem. And then again, we go up here to our compound shape tool and we choose union. And now all those have become a compound shape together. In a minute, we'll put it behind the broccoli flower on the top by dragging the layer underneath. But first I want to make it a little less boxy. So if you'll remember, when we select a shape like this and we convert it to a path, we can then find our sub-select tool and select a point, select this one right here, and hit under Joint, Appearance, and Joint. Choose the third one over, Disconnect, to get those handles. Now, if we drag this little handle, we can make this look a little less boxy and a little more curvy. That looks much better. Now let's do the same thing for this point. Select it, under Joint, disconnect it, hit Handles, and drag this handle a little bit in to make a nice curve. That'll work. And then I just like to drag grab this point and just move it in a little bit. And this point, maybe move it in just a touch. There, that's not too bad. Now, I'd like to grab this whole compound shape layer. Actually, it's called Path. Grab the layer that is the stem, which is called Path, and drag it in the Layers panel under the compound shape so that it goes behind. Okay? You can still move it around if you want. I kind of think it should be a little left. Is it selected? There we go. Okay, now the final step is to make our face for our broccoli so he can be a happy cartoon. I'm going to choose the ellipse tool with a fill of black, and I'm going to make an eye with the shift tool held down so it's a perfect circle. Yeah, I like that. Then when it's selected, you can drag it over here and make a copy. There we have eyes. Now I'll show you how you can make a mouth. With your ellipse tool selected and black as the color, shift, click and drag a circle, and then another one. You might have to select your ellipse tool again. Hold down shift and drag another circle the same size, approximately. Now you're going to drag the circle on top of the other circle. And I want it to go down a little bit. I'll move it with the arrow keys to get it just where I want it. Now I'm going to, with my pointer tool, I'm going to draw a box around them to select them both. And I'm going to go to my compound shape tool. And this time I'm going to choose subtract. And it's going to subtract the top shape from the bottom shape. So I've got a smile, but it's a little big. I'm going to just scoot it in a little bit by clicking and dragging on the side, and you can see the arrow key there. So I made it a little bit narrower. Okay, now I just click and drag it over where I want it. Now we have happy smiling broccoli, but I think I need to move his eyes up a little bit. The arrow keys for that. And of course you can make any kind of a face on your broccoli that you want. He doesn't have to be happy. He could be sad or angry. He could have eyelids or whatever you want to do. So be creative and get your own. And have fun. When you're done, don't forget to file, save, give it a name. Down here, I'm going to call it broccoli 3 and click the pink save button.